My ex-boyfriend gave it to me.
I just love like you saying I got this when I was 16 is like your way to be like I'm not just jumping on the trend. I've been in it.
Okay. Yeah, it's true though. I have been in this. I was doing kendama before it was cool. Now for some reason anime is mainstream and I'm like,
I know.
I was made fun of every day
I
of my
know.
life.
I like I was never like really like how you are in anime. Like I liked a couple, but like I like it's like what you used to see on like Toonami or whatever, like whatever was
Yeah,
available.
Toonami's dope,
And
dude.
so like yeah, like I remember like watching like some Full Metal Alchemist and being like, I'm just never ever gonna mention this to anyone I ever know that I've watched this show. And
Yep.
now it's like cool
And now
shit.
yeah, now all of a sudden it's like it's because of escapism, man.
Escapism.
And it's like I wasn't using this as escapism. I was using it because it was a hobby, and now it's also a hobby and escapism. I have dual purpose. It's like a two-ply piece of toilet paper, you
Yeah.
know?
God, every day I wonder why like America like didn't just get on the bidet system so he could have just been trained from the get go to like be do that. Because I feel like think about it, toilet paper it's got to be so wasteful. You know how much you
Dude, it
make?
is. That also, dude, have you ever that reminds me of like Eastern European and Russian toilets, the like hole in the ground that you just squat. Have you ever been to one of those?
No.
Okay. Yeah, they're very odd. When you like approach them for the first time, you're just kind of like, "Huh, what do I do?" It's
I mean, I've
basically
used
just
the
like a
portal
hole.
party. Like it's the same portal
The
potty.
portal party?
Portal party.
The
Dude,
portal
how
party.
funny was that like in that like, thing I sent you where I was like I'm like it's very like mysterious. Like and I was
Oh,
like
mysterious.
yeah, I like turned into like
That's one of my favorite new words is mysterious.
yeah, that was
I
crazy.
honestly think that's the name of like a Pokemon or something.
I
Mysterious.
don't think
Like it's
so. Let me look.
MISS.
I'm gonna look right now.
It might
I
be.
got the Google attached here, so everyone's gonna see. Mistrious.
I feel like it's like the name of something.
It just
Maybe
auto
it's a
corrected
persona.
to.
I've
It
been
just
playing
auto
Persona
corrects to
for
mysterious.
okay. I it might be something in Persona, like because I'm playing Persona 3 Reload right now.
Right. I've always seen those games. See, I can't get into those types of games. I don't know why.
It's absolutely amazing. Like, I mean, I like having the weird regimented shit. Like, if you have to get a certain amount of things accomplished because you like say you spend your time doing one thing in the morning, then it immediately goes to the evening, and you're like, holy shit, I have to like maximize the amount of time I'm spending everywhere.
Oh.
Which is it's actually really fun because you have to strategize every single day for what you're trying to like rank up
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
So that's why it's sick.
That is
But
sick. There's like,
anyways,
dude, there's so many fucking games that like just look
I
so cool that I just don't have the. I like always download because like on Game Pass, like you can just get so many games,
yeah.
and I always download them, and then I just like it'll sit there for forever, and I won't play it because every time I go to play it, I'm like I just like sat at the computer for like 12 hours today, like
Why am
I
I gonna
can't.
go stare at a screen?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
or it's not even that like staring at a screen. It's just like I'm just like I can't learn like a new game right now. Like
Oh, that's what you're
I
saying.
either gotta
Yeah.
go with like all reliable or like just
Yeah.
fucking just sit there and
Old.
like think about my
Yep.
life like
Which
this.
yeah. No, and that's wait, what's that new game that you and I were talking about that like it's gonna be cross-platform?
Dude, oh
Like
my, I
can't
always Soul something.
that's the one that I want us to play together
Dude,
so
we
fucking
should
fast.
stream it. Uh,
It's slower.
so
Give
I'm
and take.
Kyle.
And I'm Emma.
Emma Toflinger,
Toe flying up.
the Tone Wad.
The Tone Wad, the Toe Flinger, all names that I've given myself because I always, wanted to be a part of the group, but so I just made myself a part
She made herself the group.
of it.
it's her and all the other personalities in that noggin of hers. Yo, you should do a tarot pull.
Should I do one right now?
Wait, can you do one for me?
Yeah, I'll do one for you right now.
So what do I do? What do I gotta do?
So do you want to do just like a day card, or do you want to do like, I mean,
Can I do like a week
just do,
card?
yeah, for like your
Do I
outlook
gotta
for this week?
visualize before?
Visualize your week before you. Okay.
And do I think of a
Keep doing that.
question?
No, just don't even think of a question unless you want to ask a question. If you want to ask a question, go for it. Or if you just want your week card, like, or what you want to focus on, like spiritually, or if you what do you want to focus on the outside, like the for the what you put out into the rest of the world kind of thing. What do you want?
I want. Okay, go.
All right. Are you ready?
Yeah.
You got the Seven of Swords
Reversed?
reverse.
What is that?
Look it up. I can't remember.
Okay.
It's not a good sign. I'll tell you that much.
Well, I
This
am
boy
going
is
to Canada.
struggling. This boy is struggling. He's trying to hold up all these swords, but it's reversed.
Hey, you know what? It's actually not that bad.
What's reversed? What are our keywords?
In I just like looked up its meaning. In its reverse position, the Seven of Swords signifies a turning point where individuals have the opportunity to make positive changes and start anew.
Oh yeah, because the reverse is
Yeah,
typically
yeah.
like
Opposite.
yeah.
Good.
Okay.
Hey, yeah, let's
Hey,
go.
let's go.
Canada is turning up for me.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, I forgot.
Maybe
Holy
maybe
shit.
the radio station Moose FM up north by my cottage will, start playing our songs.
Let's get it.
I should just like drive over there and be like, "Oh, hello, I'm your neighbor. I got a band called CHiPS."
Oh, I almost said Oganali because it plays for a very good Canadian Oganali.
Oganali.
See, that's so good to say.
I mean, everybody knows that Oganali is actually my band that I've been ghostwriting for a while. So.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot that everyone knew that.
Yeah, everybody. They just thought I was the bass player for a moment, but I'm like the dude from Wizard of Oz, puppet master.
Too bad he was the puppet master of the puppet master. So, anyways.
See, she's always got me
give
on
and take.
bullshit lore. Like,
Yeah.
Always got me on the lore.
Always. I'm the lore queen. Look at these sleeves. They're full of lore.
Okay, let's get into this. This song.
Give and take. Give and take started, in my opinion, with you having the first part of the song.
It did.
You wanted this like you had the color down. You had like all of this ideas for this super like luscious like thing of vocals happening in the beginning. That's where that song started.
Yeah.
Am I right?
You are. But there's one thing in that is that so they had the Van Gogh, they had like a visual Van Gogh museum.
Yes.
And so I went to, like, this is like 2021, so it's still like, and I live in California, so it's still like, it was kind of like COVID-y and shit still, like we got like the circles on the ground that we had to sit in and whatever.
Wasn't Josh Homme right in front of you?
No, that was at the delicatessen near my house.
I thought you said that he was there at the Van Gogh.
No. That was something. That was another time.
That was the same day though, because I remember.
It might have been. But anyways,
I remember you talking about that, and then anyways.
I have the video, like on my phone. So maybe like I'll like find it and see if I can like put it together in a way that it makes sense. But basically, like there's a part of it where he's like, because he has all these like crazy like yellow orange flower paintings that he did, and there was like a part of it where like it's like super intense like black and like all this crazy shit going on, and then it just cuts and it like this like whole room lights up and like all these like crazy music comes in and I was just like, whoa, like what the fuck. And like that's what started this entire song, which is
Yep.
makes as like it honestly makes the most sense because this song is so it to me it's like our most ambitious song, and it's like it was like the most crazy ideas that just were like we just like tried to make it work the best we
We
could.
tried to hone in on, but this is an like this was a, because yeah, we had all the ideas. And had I had I come to, or did I,
I came to Nashville for this one. We did this in
for
Nashville.
all of the intro vocals as well?
Yeah, for all your vocals, we did in Nashville, which is like a funny thing. Like not to like get off the rail, but like I remember like whatever I did something weird with recording your like the second half of the song vocals, and then like they were all like not in line. Like once I produced the like out the track,
Oh,
and I
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
it's like in the production video I'll show it, but like literally I had to like stretch and like move a couple things because they just were like way off for whatever reason.
Yeah. But yeah, we did. Was that not, that was the actual birthday weekend, wasn't it?
That was in Nashville, yeah. Yeah, that was your fucking
That was,
birthday.
that was my, we did that song during my birthday weekend,
Yeah,
which was,
and we made time for all the events and all the people that wanted to come see her.
yeah,
So
we
we killed it.
somehow, I don't know how the hell we did that.
It's called
But because I
Focus.
remember at the end of us doing give and take, like, I mean, I was an idiot. It was my birthday. I was screaming. I was partaking in things,
Yeah,
illicit things.
boozing like a madman.
Things like, yeah, all of the things. I was like
That was your
screaming.
30th birthday.
Yeah,
That's
because
why I went out there.
where were we?
It was your birthday weekend and you were saying that
Okay, birthday weekend, yeah. And I always have a trend also on my birthday where I listen to a lot of Pantera with like a couple of my homies that also love Pantera, and I scream
I don't remember
incessantly.
that. I could have just
That
blocked
makes
it
sense.
out.
You were also hanging out with the stuffed unicorn.
Oh yeah, I love that thing.
You were hanging out with her the entire
Yeah,
time.
yeah, dude. There's so many. I mean, this could be a good time to like pull some of those out because there's so many like fucking hilarious pictures and videos from that night.
Yeah,
There's
because
a
your
there's
mom also, your
wait.
mom gave you the Wham sweatshirt, the
Oh my god,
Wham
I've had that thing
sweater
for
that she had made
years.
for
All
you.
right, my love. You know what? That sweater. It's way too fucking hot right now in California. That sweater. That's coming out for Chips Lore. It is like the best fucking thing ever.
It's absolutely amazing.
But
But anyways, yeah. So that to say, we somehow wrote all of the 5 billion thousand words that are in that song.
figure out this wasn't last year, was it?
No, there's no way. Give and Take was done way before that.
This was the
We
same. When
finished
did
Give and Take
Frank
before we
Ocean
started
play?
Ricochet.
When did Frank Ocean play at Coachella?
Do
2 years
Lollapalooza
ago. Two
or
years ago.
Coachella?
So
Yeah,
it was 2022.
yeah. Because I was like,
Jesus,
there's
it
no
took us a
way.
long
Because
time
we
to
had
fucking
finished.
finish this.
Yeah, well, we had finished Give and Take before we finished did Ricochet or anything. Before we did any of the back half of the songs that we had done. We hadn't even like thought about all of those songs.
I
And
mean,
Give and Take was done.
yeah, yeah. Like, I mean, because we did Compassion, and then it took a while to like line up again to do like to be like, hey, like let's do more of this and whatever. Because I was like working on a bunch of other shit then too, anyways. So it was like November 8th was when we wrote the song, and then because your birthday's in January, so then we started writing it. Okay, wait, that's not true. We started it after I saw that that exhibit, and I was like, here's my idea, and we basically
Because that's what
pulled.
I'm saying. We did the intro first.
Yeah, yeah. So we pulled all the cards. That wasn't it part like an idea yet, but like we like pulled all the cards and like blocked all those out, and then I basically just like started to like think about like how I wanted the song to be, and like because I just did it for compassion. I should read some of this because this
Yeah,
could be interesting, but like for compassion, like I pulled up the Ableton session from the day we wrote the
yeah,
song, which was so clowning because it's literally the whole song, but just sounds like dog juice. And there's a session that like was like the inspiration behind like the intro to the song with the voices. Obviously, it sounds totally different. And
yeah.
at
No,
the same
that's what I
time,
was. Yes.
yo, shout out Frank Ocean. I was like working with Frank Ocean, like not on music because we ain't there yet. But I was like, this is so good. I was part of that like fucking Ice Princess shit that he did at Coachella that got derailed and everyone was pissed about. And
Yep.
if you want to hear
That
more
was
about
insane because
that,
I literally had it like I also had it set up at my bar because I was gonna stream it for everybody to see because I wanted everyone to see you.
yeah.
I
So
literally was working that night and had my alarm set and everything
wait,
so
dude,
I could stream it all
dude,
for everyone.
I'm turning into like an idiot. Wait, this is not right at all. We finished the
What?
song when I was doing the Frank Ocean shit because I was on a bus going to Coachella and I was on the phone with Craig because he was mixing it.
Okay,
Dude,
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't.
yeah.
Whatever. You know what? What the fuck are we talking about? Anyways, if you want to hear my Frank Ocean shit, you guys gotta stream our songs. Now I'll probably end up telling everybody anyways. But yeah, I was a nice princess. And it was honestly an amazing experience. And Frank Ocean was really lovely to me and everyone who worked on that thing with him. God bless him. Back to us.
Peace and blessings. Um, yes. Yes. So should we just I mean, yeah, we'd finished so long story short, into some like summarize, we had finished the intro before we ever started the
Yeah.
second part,
Yeah,
give and
yeah,
take
yeah.
part two.
Yeah.
We went into give and take part two with your guitar stuff happening. That was
Well,
the idea that was
sort
already
of. Because
that was like
because
kind of what was happening there.
because like we kind of were talking about it earlier is like when we worked together it was like we have like 3 days or whatever it was like 3 4 days and that's it, so like
We have to
we
optimize
would
it.
just like write everything and like all of Emma's parts and then like do the most minimal production that we could do to get Emma to the point where she could perform like what you hear because like
Yeah.
I don't think there were like drums or anything, but we did we did the whole intro with all your vocals, the lead part that you did, and we
Yeah.
did all the vocals that are in that song that you have. We did all of that in like the 2 3 days or whatever, and we wrote the whole
Yeah.
fucking song. But
Which
like
is
I did come in with all the chords and kind of
yeah.
like and the idea of like we're gonna go from that beginning section into that like guitar section, and I had like
It's gonna
yeah
like just like go like
yeah
chaos
and I
mode.
remember like because for whatever reason I don't know why, but like the like guitar, the verse guitar, I was like, is this like dumb? I'm like, is Emma
Oh
gonna like
yeah.
think this is dumb? And I play for him like, is this like okay? You're like, yeah, it's cool. I was like, all right, let's just
No,
fucking
it was
go.
sick as it was like sick as hell. I was just like, dude, no, this is awesome. Shut up. I
Yeah,
was like, shut
yeah.
up,
So
shut up.
like, so
It's
what we
cool.
had was like, was just the verse guitar, and then like just me playing major chords in the chorus, like of whatever it is, and like that was, I made her like, I'm like visualize. But we wrote, dude. It took us like a long. We spent a majority of our time like writing, and then
Oh,
like
those lyrics were like super important. I that was like this song is the most lyrically intensive one that we ever had. We like painstakingly like sat on
I
them. I
know.
just remember like, I mean, we argued about it, and then like, of course, I said my stupid Emma lyrics that needed to be augmented, and then I'm like, oh my god, you're right, that does
And
sound
then I
really
said a
dumb.
bunch of dumb shit too.
And then you said a bunch of dumb
Yeah.
shit. And then we kept going with that back and forth. But this was like one that overall just felt really, it was a very
It was
focused, if
exploring.
you can say,
It
huh?
is. It's totally focused.
It's a very like lyrically focused song because we were at the end of it. I remember us saying our voices are it's what you love. It's two different characters in a way, but it's
Yeah.
your inner voice and then your like conscience speaking to you back and
Yeah.
forth. That's how we wanted the song
Yeah.
to sound.
Yeah. And it was like
Is that
kind of challenge. I think it was like a little challenging for us too because like at that point like I didn't really sing a lot, and so like it was like we didn't like really know what that would be. But like I knew, like I had an idea of what I wanted to do, but like we weren't sure if we could even, not we, me.
well,
I
no,
wasn't sure if I could do it.
side note, Kyle is was too afraid of his own voice, even though it's really good and he's worked really hard on it in the past couple years and sounds amazing.
Thank you.
He did not have the confidence enough
Thank
to
you.
do
Thank
it,
you. Come on,
but
stop, stop. No, keep going, keep going.
shut up, shut up. But it's true though. Like that was
No,
a
it
thing,
totally,
especially
totally.
because going into this whole project, even to begin with, like as much as I'm a part of this, like I know that this is Kyle's like baby,
No.
and and for me, I know that like I want him to constantly reach his highest potential, and I know he has a good voice, and I knew he had all these capabilities, and I knew all of this, and I just needed to help him gain enough confidence to actually just do it.
Yeah, yeah. I did realize something though, interesting like the recently is that it's like I think and this is something like I know that I probably fucked up like working with other singers too in the past is like and honestly it's a testament to how good you are because like I definitely like push Emma like to like all the crazy vocal shit on our record. Even if I just tell her the idea and she goes, "Oh, I know exactly how to do it," and she like kills it. Like it is there is a moment sometimes on songs where I'm like this needs to be like harder, bigger, whatever, and we like go back and forth about how to do it, and she can just do it. But what I realize is that it's like some people just can't do that like in front of another person and
It's hard.
I'm like like it's weird because it's like okay you make songs and like ideally you get to a point where you perform it. See, once I know what it is, that I don't care about because I know what it is and I know I can do it. But it's like
Yeah,
it's being comfortable in yourself that you can like sound like shit for like 3 hours and like be
that's
like
it.
literally the most embarrassing shit coming out of your mouth and then like get to the where it's like oh this is good
And that's
and I can't I realize I can't do that in front of another person yet.
you'll get, but that's what
I
I've
might get
always
there
told
but
you.
like I can't do that
You'll
yet.
get there eventually, but it's something I've experienced, dude, all of my life. And even still to this day with like my own band, if I'm writing vocal parts, everyone knows, get out of the room.
Yeah,
Everyone get out of the
I
room.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, you know,
Until it's like, no, everyone get
until
out
I
of the
came
room.
into Oganale.
And I've got to suss this out for myself to figure out what vocal parts I want on here because I know a certain amount of my like what I want to write in some capacity, but it's something I've told even my big brother, like when we were doing his country stuff, like he was also the same way where he was like, dude, I don't even know how, like, are you guys going to be in the room while I'm singing? It's like, it's such a different experience. Okay, get out of here, girl. It's such a different experience.
Come back to
Um,
me, come on.
to just for It
It
feels way
is.
more bare than having a guitar in front of you and you mess up
Yeah,
hitting something.
yeah.
It's just like you can't explain
It's
how
super
different that is.
vulnerable.
One of the most vulnerable places you'll feel is that because your instrument is within you, so you're constantly visualizing and trying
Yeah.
to interpret that visualization,
Yeah, yeah.
which sounds so. And me and my kimono explaining this sounds
Yeah,
like
it's
I'm some
amazing.
shaman, but
You
I'm
are a
not at all.
shaman.
Me, all of this is to say, it's like the only reason why I'm like good in any or great in any capacity is
And
is that
humble.
I've messed up so many
Yeah,
times.
yeah.
I've been in those moments where like I didn't know how to do it to where now I can perform and I can hear what somebody wants me to do and I can do that.
Yeah. And
Not always successfully on the first time, but
yeah.
that's all it is. It's like, no, I've messed up enough times. That's all it is, you know?
And the other thing too is just like in its nature, it's like I mean like, we here at Chips try to strive to like make like meaningful music to us and like that we're emotionally attached to in a lot of ways. And so like being like it's like hypercritical of ourselves where it's like we're being mad vulnerable and it like you're like I like to say it as like we are like I like to be uncomfortable with what I'm doing because then I know that I'm like doing something that could be cool because I'm not comfortable doing it at all. And so
Yeah.
like it that's like a huge part of it for sure.
No, I think that's honestly a big portion of what we've done even on this whole record is like how uncomfortable can I make
Yeah,
myself
exactly.
without imploding?
Because dude, like even just now, like I was just looking at like, getting like a lot of like stuff from when we shot the live stuff, like back like just some behind the scenes stuff for people to see. And there's so many takes where it's like this is so fucking good. But
Yeah.
it's like can we do it better? Like I and that's like always like I remember when we did like song for parties, like you were like, oh, yeah, this is good, and I was like, yeah, but like I feel like it can be better, and then hopefully what we ended up with is better, but like it just is like it's a fucking like for me as a not a great singer, it's a process. Emma, it ain't as much of a process because she just is, you know,
That's
blessed.
not true. I will never stand behind that for many reasons that we're not going
It
to go
is a
into.
process, but it's like it comes definitely more natural to you. Like I remember, like dude,
100%.
Emma, I can't. I'm like, by the way, this is a two-parter. Like we're just gonna let's just talk about the beginning of the song because there's no shot we can do the whole fucking song. It's too much.
Yeah.
But like having worked with like a crapload of random singers, like to get them to like just open up and just do stuff doesn't happen. And and you just do it because I do think that there is like the natural talent that you have and the fact that you sound so goddamn good that like you can just do it and even if you may not feel totally comfortable like doing it necessarily like to me I'm like she's doing it and then you're the
Yeah.
one who's sitting there telling me like no I need to do it again and I'm like
I
but
need to
that
do it
was like
again.
fucking crazy like
Well, I mean, the beginning of this song is like, for me, like it's, I mean, you listen to any of my favorite singers. I mean, you even, like, I'll reference Celine Dion right now because that woman is amazing. Her talking about the fact that she did My Heart Will Go On, that was a one take
Yeah, it's
demo
so
version of
crazy.
it because she heard the song and immediately was like knew like felt the words and felt what was happening. And the beginning of Give and Take for me, as soon as I heard those lyrics, it was in the atmosphere that we had created. It was just like, dude, I'm going to give you the best performance
You
I'm
fucking did.
capable of, but you also gave me the perfect conditions for me to execute that.
And
The condition, all of the conditions were met for me to like, and that's when I get picky, is because I'm like, dude, oh my God, like I know like I know all these things I want to. That's when I get picky.
Yeah,
And if you like have ever picked up on that, it's
for
like
sure.
if I'm really into a part, I'll want to do it a couple more
Yeah,
times
yeah,
because I know I can like evoke something better or like give more emotion in a certain part or give breaks or like there's
exactly.
so much that
Yeah,
goes into that, but the whole beginning part of that song was like an immediate, like I was like,
yeah,
oh
yeah,
dude, I got you, Baba, I got
yeah.
you.
And the fucking funniest thing too is like, I mean, fuck, like we spent so long doing the lyrics, and like when we were like, all right, time to like get into this, it was just like, oh god, like the beginning, like the big. I remember like very vividly, like we did like the your intro vocals, but like the
Ooh.
progression changes like from the beginning, and then when Emma comes in singing, and I remember like some like because we tried to like copy and paste a couple phrases, and then it just like didn't fucking work because it was like a different like word or like a voicing or whatever, and we were just like there was a moment where we were just like, oh my god, what are we doing, like,
Yeah,
oh
because
my
we kept adding and stacking. I was like, all right, give me another, give me another, give me another, let's try. We literally like had to keep going because we ended up creating chords by
yeah,
stacking
yeah,
stuff so much
it was
that then we were
crazy.
like, oh, whoa, dude, that's a sick chord we just
Yeah,
made.
it was
Let's
so
keep
fucking
that
crazy.
one.
I'm definitely gonna
Like,
do the
oh,
production video and like intro and then the second part because like I could literally spend an hour talking about like just the fucking voices there.
the, dude, the intro is it's bonkers.
I
When
know.
I listen to that too, like, I love
It's
listening to Give
amazing.
and Take Part One because
It's
I'm
the
just
best
like,
thing we made, I think.
it's it of all time and even that and then our acoustic the one of
Yeah.
just the voice and the piano like that is like you know I'm so insanely proud of myself
You
in
should
both of
be. You should
those,
be.
like I'm so insanely proud of both of those moments
You
because
should
I'm
be.
like holy crap dude
So
we
I'm gonna toot your horn a little more here. Is when we wrote this, like my vision, because like this is the second song we did, so like we didn't necessarily want, like we weren't all in yet on like the we're doing this duo thing. It was like, oh, I'm gonna just do one more song with Emma and then I'll like figure it out or whatever. And so I was like, okay, like I have like I came in with the I feel compelled to say what's on my mind line. Like that was like from the beginning, that because I'm a fucking guy who just says shit all the goddamn time, for better or for worse. And so I was like in the feels, like in the feels of that, and like wrote that line. And I was like, the intention was for me to like write it with Emma, go home, and then sing it and do it perfect. And Emma was like, why don't I just like lay one down for you to like
oh yeah,
for
oh my
she's
god
like she's
you're
like why don't I just
right.
lay one down so you like know what the melody is and the timing, and then you can just copy it. And I'm not fucking joking, when she did it, it like I was just like, there's not a chance that I'm ever gonna do that, because it was like it's not the final one, because I know that we went back and then like really like nitpicked and made it like what it is, but like
Yeah.
it was like so fucking amazing that I was just like I probably didn't cry because I was like, I can't like do that right now, but like it was like I just so vividly remember just being like, holy fuck, like this is legitimately like the most beautiful fucking thing we've ever done. And that
It
like
was.
and I'm still like on the fence about it, like should we have just split these songs up, but like whatever, it is what it is at this point.
Yeah.
But like
It's
it
too short
like
for
dude
it to. Yeah.
dude it's like it was like
It's
your
awesome.
your delivery, the way that you like the way that
I mean,
you
let's be honest. The word compelled is probably one of the. I can guarantee you that most singers will say that the word compelled is the most beautiful and easiest thing to sing. You have like the perfect presence of consonants and vowels that warm and create like elongated vowels. The word compelled. And like, I mean, and sorry, I'm going on a tangent here,
No,
but a
go.
big thing for singing too is how you finish words. If you're finishing with a consonant, you have to be so careful where you put that. Like the I feel compelled. You have to
Yeah,
like put
yeah.
the
You like
D like
put a thing on
very,
it. Yeah, a point.
very short and not creating a plosive
Yeah,
on the
totally.
microphone. It's like, but it is like everything about the words in that were so, again, that's what I'm saying. Like, I was like, you know, sweating myself when I heard like all the words that were there. I was like, I want to sing this so
Yeah,
bad.
yeah. Well,
I want to do this so
you made
bad.
it basically unchangeable. So,
You
but
know,
like,
and
oh god, and
yeah,
it just like the way that you sang it too was like, and like don't get me wrong, like what is in the final is basically pretty much exactly what she did the first time with like the most like slight changes that any person
because
would
well,
probably not
and that makes
notice.
the difference is the slight
Yeah, but that's
changes
just
too.
like,
You
but
know,
like what, like, because what I was gonna say is it's like the way that you performed it, I was just like sitting there and it was just like, this is like exactly how I feel.
yeah, no, exactly.
This is
That's
like the
you're just
voice in my
going,
head just being like, what the fuck are you doing sometimes? Like, honestly.
yeah, no,
It
exactly.
was like, I already knew Emma was the best singer that I know, but like, it was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like, I, if I could relive like a moment from making this record, it would probably be that because it was like me like realizing simultaneously I'm like I like okay, I can't do this. So thank God she's here. But also like but also just being
No,
like holy shit, like what we're trying to make is actually like happening. You
I
know?
do
Like
genuinely think that that was the song that like finally convinced you to make me a permanent member.
I don't think
But
it
no,
needed
I
convincing. I
do.
think you needed your convincing for yourself.
No, that is true. That is
It
true. I
wasn't
think
like just
that
me like being like I want to do this. It was just like there was like I had other songs like songs that probably will come out like Orange. That song probably will come out at some point.
that's gonna be sick.
But like there
But
was just like
no,
other things going on where it was like this was like for both of us like come on. Like this is pretty
yay,
cool.
yay, buddy. Let's do this. Let's do
Dude,
this.
it
No,
I'm
it's
not
true though.
joking. It
This
fucked
was
me
the
up.
song that like I was like, but I'm gonna stop myself from finishing the word because
I
you
already
know
said it. I just said it 2 seconds ago.
YouTube. Okay, well, fuck. Let's
Yeah,
do this.
yeah, dude. I'm not like it was crazy. It was fucking crazy. Like there's no way
Yep.
to put it. Like it was like it was like I heard the second I heard you say I feel compelled. I was like, okay, fuck.
All right, cool. Well, I feel compelled too. Let's do this,
But
fam.
it like turned out so great though because like it really played into what we were trying to make, which is like
Yeah.
in the song, it's like all of Emma's voices are essentially like me speaking to myself.
Yep.
Or like you speaking
Yep.
to yourself, but like that's the genesis of this song was me talking to myself. I feel compelled to say what's on my mind. How do we run with that idea? And like, yeah, and
And I
like,
mean, the rest of this, the lyrics in that are like make so much sense too. It's like a simple truth hidden from my view. It's like I feel compelled to say something so badly, but that what I feel compelled to say is literally escaping me every single
yeah.
time I go to grab it. Yeah. So
Or the
tell me
other side is that
why.
you say what's on your mind, and then people will like resent you or whatever for it. Like that's like
Yeah.
the other side, and that's the side that
No.
when we were doing this is the side that I was like in was like I
Yep.
just like tell people like I don't like what you know like as you get older you just expect more of people, and that was like where that came from.
Yep. Yeah, and so tell me, why do you want to live this
Dude,
way? It's
that
like,
that was like fucked up.
ooh, dude, that was one of my favorite vocal
It
deliveries
was
was
so goddamn good. This is what I mean. It's like it was so fucking good that like I just was sitting. I like probably was sitting there in the chair like this, just like, oh my god, like this is the best thing we're ever gonna make. Like that,
do
like
you
literally
want
that
to
like
live
30
this way?
seconds is like it's fucking. It's just like it's so it's I can pick
Yeah.
like moments from this record as a whole where I'm like, I love this moment, I love this moment, I love this moment. That like whole piece is like
Yeah.
so like especially because it like on if we ever make the album, that's like the first song. So the first song comes
Yeah.
in and you get these voices, get you in a mood, and she just comes in and says, "I feel compelled to say what's on my mind." A simple truth hidden
A
from my
simple truth.
view. So tell me, why do you want to feel this way? And that's what
Do you
fucks
want to
me
live
up.
this way?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
But yeah.
Sorry. Like that's what fucks me up is because you come in and you're like so like like
You're
it's like
calling yourself out.
yeah, but
It's
everybody like feels that at some point in their life where they're like
100
where you're like I just ruined that relationship because of I had to say
A,
like
B, or C.
yeah, and like it's like so why do you want to live that way? Like why do you do that to yourself?
Yeah.
Dude,
And
you
then,
fucked
and
me
that's
up.
why the ending of that song is like it is what leads you into the second part, which is that I put it all on the give and take, which is to say, I'm going to give as much as I possibly can without regrets. And this song really realistically, in my opinion, is the answer to compassion.
Hmm.
It's the okay, I can only do so much in my life. Let me give as much as I possibly can and hope that I can take something back from this.
Yeah.
I put it all on the give and take because that's all I have control over right now in my life is me giving and doing as much as I can and putting all of that out there, and hopefully something else comes back.
See, it's so dude, this is what's so funny though, is because we have like such different
Oh
viewpoints
yeah,
of that.
opinions on the songs.
Because
Yeah.
like for me, like the give and take is more it's like it's it like I look at it as like what do I give to a relationship and what do I take from that relationship?
Yeah. And realistically that's also what I'm that's the thing, is it's like you
Yeah,
could
that is
explain it
yeah, no,
both
that ties
ways.
in totally.
But no, that's
It has
and
so
it's
many mean it can mean
navigating,
anything, you know?
yeah, and
It can. I
but
mean, it just
navigating
depends on how
that
you feel about it.
and navigating like what am I giving and taking from a relationship too is, I think that's what we also traversed in that song, in the second part especially, is what does it mean to give and take without being selfish,
Yeah.
you know? Is like what does that mean, or what does that look like to somebody? What does that look like to do that in a way that like you can feel proud of it at the end of the day, kind of vibe.
Yeah. I mean, it's like it's so complicated. So it's pretty funny. Um, like my brother really likes this song, and he one time calls me. He's like, why don't you make every song like this? And I'm like, because it would fucking kill me to make like 10 of these. like
Yeah.
this was the longest
I mean,
song it took to make. Yeah, go do your
also,
thing.
thank you.
I'll just talk to the invisible people. Like it just this song took like fucking months to make, and it wasn't because of like it was like super complicated in like the production or anything. It just was like getting everything to feel the right way, and it just took a lot of like not like on Emma's part. Like once we finished Emma's part, like it was pretty like that was all fine. It just was like then like doing the guitars and like getting the right drums, and it was a fucking ordeal. And also all my vocals too, because originally like Emma in the choruses sang the give and takes as well, and we like talked that we would like that would be me, just because it would help like with the change of like her voice, my voice. And that's what the whole song is like. It's like an internal dialogue between two people, your mind and your body, I guess you could say. But yeah, find yourself good singers, I guess. Because fuck, Emma ripped on this thing.
Woo!
Yep, there
Oh my
she
god.
is.
That's one.
Absolutely ripped on this fucking thing.
Um, wait, let me see. I think my phone's about to die here soon. Let me double check. Okay. Um, but yeah, I mean, are we gonna split up give and take part one and two?